and welcome to the Libero Network. My name is Robin Baker, and today we're going to be talking about staying motivated in your eating disorder recovery when you're struggling with negative body image. So, body image is a huge topic, and there's so much that I could talk about, but I'm really going to stay focused on, at least try to stay focused, on staying motivated when you're struggling with just feeling like crap, basically. And let's face it, recovery from an eating disorder is not easy. And I can tell you there are so many days where you feel like crawling out of your skin. You just feel so uncomfortable in your body. I think no matter what you're struggling with in your life, when you don't feel comfortable in your body or when your body's changing and you have to go through anything like chemotherapy, any type of process where your body changes in size or appearance, it's extremely difficult. And for most of us in eating disorder recovery, our body goes through crazy changes when we start eating more healthily and taking care of ourselves. It changes in amazing and very positive ways, but it's still extremely difficult to deal with. So this whole thing of body image and in our eating disorder recovery, there's so much to it, but I really wanted to focus in on, when you have one of those days where you just don't feel like putting on your clothes, you want to stay inside because you just feel like crap, you think you look like crap, you just hate everything about what your body looks like and how you feel inside your body. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, and hopefully I will be able to give you a couple of good tips and some advice to help deal with this insanely difficult topic. So first off, I wanted to talk about what is body image? Like how do we define this? And body image isn't really just based on how we see ourselves when we see ourselves in the mirror. It's a lot deeper than that. Our body image is shaped by our lifetime of experiences, by our observances, by how people react when they're around us or see us. It's what people say to us, like our friends or our relatives. And this is over our entire lifetime. It's not just like the day before. This is how our whole sense of self is really shaped, and it shapes how we see ourselves. So it's a very intellectual thing, and it's very subjective. So many times when we look at ourselves in the mirror and we have body dysmorphia or we have a distorted view of what we really look like, it's based on all of these experiences, these observances. It's shaped by the media. There's all these things that we kind of bring into our body image arena to shape how we see ourselves. So one of the first tips I want to share with you is something you want to put together kind of like in preparation for those days that you're going to possibly have negative body image. And it's something you want to do when you're in a really good place. I actually put this together when I was in eating disorder treatment. It was a list of things that I wanted, and it was 50 things I wanted without my eating disorder. So my life without my eating disorder, my life without my ED. And use this list as a way to remind yourself what your recovery is really all about. Yes, you're going to feel uncomfortable in your body. Yes, you're going to feel like you want to crawl out of your skin. Yes, it's not going to be a good feeling. But when you remember, that's not what your recovery is about. It's not about looking a perfect way. It's not about getting the perfect body back. It's about living life and the experiences and the feelings you really want to have when you're in recovery, which has nothing to do with your body shape or your size. The second suggestion I'm going to make about staying motivated when you're having negative body image is to surround yourself with people that are not body shaming people, which can be very difficult to find in this day and age. I've been so fortunate to have friends that are close friends that do not do this. They do not pick themselves apart. They do not put themselves down. They know not to comment about my size or my weight. And I've been so grateful to have these group of people around me for the majority of my recovery. And I highly suggest that when you're in a good place, you seek out these types of people and you make sure that you keep them close. And when you're having that negative body image moment, text them, call them up, say you want to hang out, and go do something that is not image based or not based on appearance. So shopping for clothing, probably not the best idea. Going to the mall, probably not the best idea. Staying away from things that have mirrors, staying away from clothing sizes, all that kind of stuff. I would suggest maybe going to an amusement park, doing a hike, getting outside for a walk, something where you're possibly moving your body in a non-obsessive way and being able to converse with that person. And I guarantee you, being around someone else that has no issues with their body and doesn't shame your body is going to help immensely. So the third thing I want to suggest is when all else fails, distract yourself. Do something to get you out of your head. Most of the time, our negative body image will kind of ruminate inside our head and it'll drive us crazy. And the best way that I've found for myself to get out of my head and those crazy making thoughts, my negative body image, is to move my body and to focus on how I feel while I'm moving it. And I suggest doing something that's non-obsessive and possibly something that's outdoors, away from mirrors and away from like media like television. So just one more little tip, little extra. If none of these things sound like a good idea to you and you just feel so in your head and your head spinning and you feel really uncomfortable and feel like crawling out of your skin, kind of my last resort that I used to do when I was in the early stages of my eating disorder, and I actually did this a lot when I was in treatment, is now they call them flip scripts. I used to call it like talking back to Ed. So I would write on one part of the paper saying like what Ed was saying to me about eating disorder, what Ed was saying to me about my body. Like, oh my God, your thighs are so fat, you have gained so much weight, you're such a pig, you're such a loser, no one will love you. And on the other side, I would write what my true voice would be saying back to that voice. So like, my thighs are not fat, I need to gain weight to be healthy, I'm taking care of myself, I'm doing what's best for me. And I'd say like, stop bullying me, you have no right to say such things, I'm doing the best I can in my recovery. So flipping the script and actually arguing back with that voice that's shaming you and causing you to have that negative body image can feel really empowering and is really one of those first steps in recovery to help define and empower your true and authentic voice. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any ways that you love to attack your negative body image, I would love to see what those are in the comments below. So please feel free to share. I know I always grow when I read comments that are empowering and insightful, and especially with this, we all have such kind of different approaches to body image and improving it. It would be great to see what you guys do to help when you have a negative body image day, week, month, year. So thank you so much, and please share in the comments below, and I will catch you next time. Bye.